Australians, all let us rejoice, for we are young and free, with golden soil and wealth fertile. Our home is girt by sea. Our land abounds in nature's gifts of beauty rich and rare. In history's page, let every stage advance Australia fair. In joyful strains then let us sing, advance Australia fair.
I'd like to invite Mr. Shane Frost, an Awabakal community representative, to welcome us to country.
Elianti, Nawabakal Shane Moambalang Wini Awabakanara Koba. That's the language of my people, the Awabakal. And what I just said is hello everyone. I'm a man from Awaba, which is Lake Macquarie. I'm Shane and I belong to those people from Awaba. Awaba means a flat place. I was born in this country of Awaba, and I grew up in this country. My father showed me things that my people had passed down from generation to generation. I grew up at a place called Budabar, which in our language means a hill beside a lagoon, runs into the lake. Like I said, my father showed me things that's been passed on. My people's lived here for thousands of years, and they lived around the shores of Awaba, Lake Macquarie, and everything they needed was here to sustain their life. Up into the mountains of Wadigan, which means crow, out to the shores of Wombo, which is the seashores, and up into Moolabimba, and you might know that as Newcastle. That's a place of the fern. It's a fern that my people used to eat. They appreciated this country and respected it because it supplied everything they needed for their everyday life so that they could live. From their tools and weapons and the place that they would live in. They'd shelter in caves. When it rained, they'd also take bark from the trees and put it up on to logs and stuff like that so they could get under it. And everything they needed, their food, their shelter, and weapons and tools were all here and available to them. And they looked after this area, and it looked after them. And that's something that people are looking to today, is to look after their environment so that it will look after them also. We know that we need a clean environment to live in, and Aboriginal people have been practicing that oneness with their country for thousands of years. So, as a traditional owner, I'm here to represent my people. We would ask also for people who have moved here, who've made it their home now, here in Newcastle, Lake Macquarie area, and also the people who visit here, that they also would, along with those who live here, appreciate and respect this country of the Wabakal. So as a traditional owner, I would represent my people here today, the Wabakal people, and I'd just like to welcome everyone into the country of the Wabakal. Thank you.
Vice-Chancellor, Deputy Chancellor, fellow council members and staff of the university, graduates and ladies and gentlemen, this graduation ceremony is a wonderful occasion for all members of the university community and of course for family and friends of the graduates. And while we can't offer you an award, we do recognise the enormous contribution you've made in supporting your loved ones through the highs and lows as their time as students. And to you we offer a very special welcome to the university. To all the graduates, I offer my warmest congratulations and very best wishes. Today is rightly a proud moment for you as we recognise the completion of your degree. Now this morning we'll see graduates from our teaching programs as well as postgraduate research students graduating with high degrees having contributed original knowledge in the area of education. In the area of research performance, this university is ranked among the top 10 Australian universities. It has an annual research income in the vicinity of $40 million and an annual research expenditure of $60 million. And now this is an exceptional achievement. Now whether you're here today to receive your first undergraduate degree, a postgraduate coursework degree or a research higher degree, you'll have developed skills, knowledge and the ability to think logically and laterally, qualities that are highly valued by employers worldwide, and they'll stand you in good stead for the process of lifelong learning. Of course, the rate of change in our society is such that whatever qualification you've completed, you'll need to be engaged in lifelong learning to remain successful and competitive in the workplace. I'm confident that the skills you've acquired during your study at this university will stimulate your hunger for more knowledge and understanding. This in turn will equip you to make valuable contributions to the local and the national and even international community. I take this opportunity to remind those of you receiving your testimonies today that as graduates of the university you become members of the graduate body, the convocation, and you'll join an active and dynamic alumni network. And this network consists of about 100,000 students and graduates and staff and friends of the university, and they can be found in over 95 countries around the globe. And as a member of the alumni, you can benefit from the successes of the university and its past graduates through strong professional and social connections. And you also have an opportunity through elected representatives to become involved in the governance and development of the university. And I strongly encourage you to become actively involved in the alumni network and wish you well in your future careers. I now call on Professor Terry Lovett, Pro-Vice Chancellor of the Faculty of Education and Arts, to present graduates from that faculty.
Chancellor, I present to you graduates of the degree of Bachelor of Teaching, Bachelor of Arts, Alicia Ankeny. Bevan Atkins. Sarah Barry. Mark Batten. Timothy Bevan. Sarah Blake. Lauren Brash. Carla Burdekin. Melanie Campbell. Amanda Carter. Melissa Carter. Sonia Carey. Siobhan Casey. Erin Clark. Shani Cooper. Thomas Cooper. Ryan Cox. Renee Daly. Todd Daniels. Sarah Davidson. Sharon Delforth. Angela Devlin. Hayley Dibley. Michelle Doherty. Shawneen Doyle. Casey Dunn. Alicia Edwards. Shay Fairley. Deborah Fawkes. Christy Feltham. Lee Fox. Jennifer Gilmore. Joanna Godden. Rick Gordon. Michelle Goston. Emma Hall. Bradley Hallett. Christy Hampson. Anne-Marie Harris. Marianne Healy. Melanie Helens. Cassandra Hendry. Karen Hinton. Jenny Hode. Samantha Hobson. Jodie Holden. Lyndon Hobson. Melinda Howard. Karen Hoy. Avril Jarvis. Melissa Jewell. Samantha Johnston. Mark Koenig. Katie Lee. Jennifer Lincoln. Jason Matheson. Nathan May. Crystal McWigan. Luke McElvaney. Lauren McIntosh. Elizabeth McIver. Travis McShane. Regan Mullaney. Tiffany Nelson. Kate Newell. Erin Norley. Joanne Osborne. Kay Palmer. Luke Pearson. Victoria Picken. Matthew Piccone. Jessica Pitkin. Alicia Pogonoski. James Riley. Kim Sansom. Julie Saunders. Aaron Staniland. Joanna Stevens. Claire Thomas. Anna Todd. Damien Watson. Kim Weller. Naomi Weil. Melissa Wilson. Megan Wrightson. Chancellor, I present to you graduates of the degree of Bachelor of Teaching, Bachelor of Arts with Honours Class 2, Division 2 in Teaching, Sarah Adair. Tracy Ainsworth. Emma Allen. Nadine Arends. Nicholas Baird. Lyndall Buckley. Sarah Callender. Margaret Carmody. Daniel Casey. Lisa Cornwell. Naomi Cox. Laura Lee Crutcher. Emily Daly. Shannon Daly. Rebecca Dan. Karen Dean. Kelly Delore. Darren Gould. Leanne Green. Lisa Hards. Natalie Malcolm. Deborah Main. Sandy McMullen. Lucy Mewburn. Lauren McAuliffe. Lauren Mowbray. Ruben Paraga. Michael Pratt. Karina Pye. Luke Reed. Felisa Relton. Alison Ronnie. Michelle Searle. Candice Sinclair. Lauren Smith. Rebecca Stewart. Sharon Stewart. Tamar Stewart. Alicia Stewart. Jacinta Thatcher. Rowena Thomas Marsh. Susan Tull. Alexandra Ulanis. Karen Van Dyke. Adriana Viola. Lyndall Wallace. Denise Watt. Angie Wilson. Chancellor, I present to you graduates of the degree of Bachelor of Teaching, Bachelor of Arts with Honours Class 2 Division 1 in Teaching, Melissa Auer. Rachel Ball. Jessica Bowden. Margaret Bramble. Christy Broadbridge. Amy Chapman. Leanne Dawson. Kim Dempsey. Christina Gollan. Cindy Gropler. Carolyn Gunnis. Catherine Hooper. Catherine Hulme. Paul John. Trent Candler. Amy Long. David Maddock. Connie McKinnon. Kendall Merchant. Jacqueline Mullington. Michelle Norrish. Beth O'Brien. Cassandra Pedersen. Jessica Smith. Leah Strasmeyer. Amanda Thompson. Philip Tilden. Chelsea Lee Watkins. Luke Yalman. Chancellor, I present to you graduates of the degree of Bachelor of Teaching, Bachelor of Arts with Honours Class 1 in Teaching, Melissa Day. Emilio Dendeluthe. Chancellor, the award of a university medal is a rare honour made only when there is a candidate of sufficient merit. To be considered for this award, a graduate must have a consistent record of exceptional academic achievement at all levels of a bachelor's degree program and qualify for a bachelor's degree with first-class honours. I present to you a graduate of the degree of Bachelor of Teaching, Bachelor of Arts with Honours Class 1 in Teaching and the University Medal, Shannon O'Dwyer. Chancellor, I present to you candidates who've satisfied the requirements for the award of Graduate Diploma in Education. Bruce Foley. Peter Frost. Chancellor, I present to you a candidate who's satisfied the requirements for the award of Graduate Diploma in Education with Merit, Glenn Campbell. Chancellor, I present to you a candidate who's satisfied the requirements for the award of Graduate Diploma in Education in Primary Education, Elizabeth Young. Chancellor, I present to you a graduate of the degrees of Graduate Diploma in Education in Primary Education and Bachelor of Social Science Honours Class 2 Division 1. The graduate has studied for these awards simultaneously. Mary Bullock. Chancellor, I present to you candidates who've satisfied the requirements for the award of Graduate Diploma in Education in Primary Education with Merit, Sarah Ambrose. Angela Austin. Nadine Bone. Emily Donoghue. Kate Hardy. Naomi McIntyre. Philippa Mercer. Chancellor, I present to you candidates who've satisfied the requirements for the award of Graduate Diploma in Education in Secondary Education, Brock Bevan. Brooke Cross. Arindam Haja. Andrew Heaton. Jennifer Cachel. Lucy Kelly. Terence Shadwell. Martin True. Gail Wright. Chancellor, I present to you candidates who've satisfied the requirements for the award of Graduate Diploma in Education in Secondary Education with Merit. Jennifer Allen. Brian Bull. Brendan Colton. Joel Kelly. John Masang. Kerry Merrick. Donna Morton. Prudence Pullen. Kevin Rees. Michael Ryan. Danuta Shaw. Joanna Taylor. Lara Weston. Justin Wilson. Penelope Worthington. Jiaxia Yang. Chancellor, I present to you candidates who've satisfied the requirements for the award of Graduate Diploma in Education in Adult and Vocational Education, Wayne McGee. Richard Quigley. Louise Turner. Chancellor, I present to you candidates who've satisfied the requirements for the award of Graduate Diploma in Education in Adult and Vocational Education with Merit. Bruce Dunn. Andrew Gill. Brad Holmes. Nicole Newman. Stephen O'Brien. Chancellor, I present to you a graduate of the degree of Master of Disability Studies, Christopher Taylor. Chancellor, I present to you graduates of the degree of Master of Special Education, Kevin Armstrong. Chad Brown. Rosalind Brown Turley. Kathy Cameron. Neil Dalby. Peter Dixon. Philip Jackson. Georgina Jones. Rose Manasaridis. Lindy Masters. Stephen McKinley. Vanessa Murphy. Catherine Nicholson. Damien Pfeiffer. Michael Scott. Nicolee Starkey. Chris Streeter. Susan Vaux. Andrea Wilkinson. Julie Wilson. Via Wiper. Chancellor, I present to you graduates of the degree of Master of Special Education Sensory Disability, Peter Akins. Karina Badcock. Lee Bogan. Therese Campbell. Jennifer Chapman. Leonie Cheetham. Sonia Day. Megan Gray. Sandra Griffiths. Lisa Jansen. Jennifer Roberts. Michaela Russell. Gillian Sofatsis. Joan Turner. Chancellor, that concludes the presentation of graduates from the Faculty of Education and Arts.
Now I'd like to call upon Professor Nicholas Saunders, the Vice-Chancellor of the University of Newcastle, to present Research Higher Degree graduates.
Chancellor, a Research Higher Degree is awarded to a graduate who has successfully completed a program of study which is primarily research. A thesis embodying the outcomes of the research is the principal basis of examination. The degree is only awarded if the thesis makes a significant and original contribution to knowledge and understanding in that field of study. Today, the University is proud to honour graduates who have satisfied the rigorous criteria for the award of a Research Master's or Doctor of Philosophy degree. Chancellor, I present to you Gwendolyn Alderman for the degree of Master of Education. Ms. Alderman's thesis is entitled From Rhetoric to Practice Issues in Teaching and Learning Touch Keyboarding. Chancellor, I will now present to you graduates of the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. Each student has studied for the equivalent of 3.5 years or more of effective full-time study. The thesis, which is the outcome of their work, is examined by 3 examiners, usually external to the university. At least one, and usually more examiners, will be an international scholar recognised for their expertise in the field of study represented by their thesis. Chancellor, I present to you Wendy Amosa, Bachelor of Education with Honours from the University of Newcastle, for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. Dr. Amosa's thesis is entitled Mooting the Mosaic, a study of student engagement with multi-ethnic literary texts. Chancellor, Dr. Amosa. Chancellor, I present to you Colleen Austin, Bachelor of Arts, Master of Letters and Masters of Arts Honours from the University of New England for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. Dr. Austin's thesis is entitled Representations of King Charles I in Historical Writings 1646 to 1770. Chancellor, Dr. Austin. Chancellor, that concludes the presentation of Research Higher Degree graduates.
We'll now have a musical interlude presented by Melinda McNichol on flute.
Ladies and gentlemen, it gives me great pleasure to invite Mr. Van Davey to deliver the occasional address. From his earliest placement at the One Teacher Public School of the almost unpronounceable town of Unoni Arinya in the Riverina, to his numerous teaching positions in the inner city suburbs of Sydney, Mr. Davey has always acted on his strong instincts and firm belief that a public school education should offer an effective learning environment to children from a wide range of backgrounds. His strong convictions led him to become an active member of teachers' unions, and as president of the Australian Teachers' Union, he was instrumental in its affiliation with the ACTU in 1979. From 1983 to 1988, Mr. Davey was appointed a member of the Commonwealth Schools Commission, which was responsible for reviewing and recommending improvements to school equity programs such as rural, Indigenous and special needs. Deciding to put his words into action, Mr. Davey joined the Department of Education and Training in 1990 and has been directly responsible for implementing equity programs involving gender, disadvantaged and rural schools and talented and gifted children. In his last role, before retiring from the department, Mr. Davey increased accessibility of alternative learning tools to students and teachers of rural schools through the introduction of satellite-assisted and web-based lessons and video conferencing. In his retirement, Mr. Davey is still committed to improving the quality of public education, and he is undertaking doctoral studies at the University of Newcastle, which he hopes will provide valuable insights to improve the education offered to Australian school children. We are delighted to be able to welcome Mr. Van Davey to today's ceremony.
Thank you for that introduction, Chancellor and distinguished academics, newly distinguished graduates, and their friends and families. I don't believe there's anything more important in the political system that we have so consciously chosen than the education of our citizenry. We've chosen, after a history of experiences with various revolutions, with the great experiences of humankind and the great debates of humankind, a political system which we refer to as a liberal democracy. It comes with a number of aspects. It's a great system of accountability. It requires, in its political dimensions, in its economic dimensions, and in its civil society, a civil society consisting of many organisations, from sporting clubs through to political entities with a particular issue to run. It requires a commitment and a participation of a citizenry. Unlike totalitarian regimes, oligarchies, aristocracies and other more authoritarian regimes, a liberal democracy is a massive system of accountability which requires an educated citizenry. Without an educated citizenry, it doesn't work properly, and it tends towards the other isms or archies. It therefore gives me great pleasure to see this long array of young graduates starting their careers in education, and of those who are a little older, refreshing their academic skills, coming quite sensibly and appropriately along this stage with smiles on their faces, feeling very proud, no doubt, and certainly very satisfied. They've chosen a career in education, whether it be in public or private. It's one that earns my respect. They needn't go into an industry which is characterised by massive service of others for fairly moderate pay, no perks, and some disputed public accolade. They needn't go there. As you've seen, these people are very intelligent people. They have no doubt got very high organisational skills, and they will display when they're in classrooms and in schools an array of other skills which are highly prized in the commercial world. They needn't, had they not chosen to come into a service industry with moderate pay. They could have gone somewhere else for more gain that was personal. There is a commitment here amongst these graduates to the common good. The education of citizenry has always been in Australia a contested system. In the 1860s and 1880s, arising from a very heavily and heated contested public debate, political debate, there emerged a public school system. It emerged for two reasons. Firstly, there was a review at the time which said that the church-based and private schools weren't doing very well under those particular circumstances. But also they didn't have the spread. They couldn't provide for the majority of the population, either in the rural areas or in the suburban areas. So a public school system was established. It's been maintained, and we've chosen consciously to keep it. It services all students, no matter what their background, and it does most of the heavy lifting. It does because it has to. That is its charter. It provides for all of those groups, the very large groups, for which learning outcomes are currently at their lowest and have always been. The learning outcomes, for example, for low socioeconomic students and for Aboriginal students is, despite the generally good results from our education systems, appalling. The government school system, or the public school system, needs to do that lifting. My own experience in recent years has been in distance education, where the students to have their needs met are students for one reason or another cannot get to school. The public school system has had to extend itself, again with heavy lifting, meaning high resourcing, to get to those students' front door or even into their lounge room. There are students that are so sick that they can't get to school on a regular basis. Kids that are travelling around the country or interstate. Outback kids or kids in other remote areas. Kids whose lives are just tangled in a particular social mangle that from time to time happens. Students who are unable to get to school on a regular basis. In recent times, the public system has pushed itself to those boundaries and has given, as has been alluded to before, a satellite system for outback and remote kids, which doesn't just give them a vision of their teachers, but gives us an array of applications which can be shared hundreds of kilometres apart, teachers and students separated but brought together with this system, sharing applications in real time. Similarly, in other areas of the department. A shocking story. I hope it doesn't shock too many of you. It's just reality. In an inner city high school 20 years ago, I was called on to take a Year 10 maths class. The teacher had been called away. I come in, I had no preparation done. The kids were in disarray. Most of the kids were Arabic. I got to talking about one thing and another, trying to find a basis to launch a lesson. In the process, Mohammed, a very large boy of 15 or 16, answered my question, what will you be doing next year, or what do you want to do with your life, with his assertion that he'd be going back to Lebanon next year to fight in an army. I said, why did you want to do that? He said, well, because I want to kill Christians. Mohammed, why on earth would you want to kill Christians? I hate Christians. I just want to go back and kill Christians. This went on for some time until a number of the girls in the class became aware that he was serious and that this was in fact his plan and it was in fact his motive. At which point they declared that he was kidding, that this couldn't be right because he and they were best friends and that they were Christians. To which he responded, well, I don't mean you're an exception. That's different. To which they pointed out that wasn't true. There was a lot of Arabic Christians in that school and they all got on well together. They all played basketball in the playground, whatever it was they did. A similar, that's the job of public education, is bringing people together. Another story, around about the same time, some of you might remember the Sikhs and the Indian government came into a clash in Amritsar and the Golden Temple. And there was a lot of bloodshed. It was a religious conflict. The ABC wanted to find out what, if any, repercussions that might be having with the Sikh community in New South Wales, of which there's a concentration at Woolgoolga. I remember seeing the ABC interview. The Sikh leader was asked, was there any religious tension in his town? No, he said. Why do you think that is, says the reporter. Well, why would there be? All our kids go to the same school, from kindergarten all the way through to year 12. The reason I raise these two examples is because at this time in this country, we have public policy followed by both Labor and Liberal, all the major political parties, which is encouraging people to set up schools from the earliest of years, preschools, right through to year 12, which reflect the divisions or the boundaries, the fault lines in our societies. It's now advocated under the heading of choice that certain religious, certain ethnic and certain wealth or socioeconomic groups have their own schools quite separate from the, quite consistent with their own individual choice and not tempered in any real way by my appeal for bringing people together and building communities. The public education system isn't all good, in my view. Part of the reason that I'm here is because I want to investigate some of the weaknesses of the public system. It does not, for example, have, to my knowledge, unless something's been created very recently, a plan that is a comprehensive plan for the education of students from lower socioeconomic groupings, which I think is a very big weakness, given that the raison d'etre for the public system was to provide for those very people. There is, for example, no plan, comprehensive plan, although there are some individual schools that look after these things, to look after kids that are cold and hungry, who clearly cannot learn if that's their circumstances. Policies of differential allocation of resources in an underfunded government system has to be addressed. Curriculum outcomes which provide for disadvantaged or disempowered peoples intrinsic value, that is, an understanding of the nature of their disadvantage, the constructs of it and how they might find their way out of it. All of these sorts of things are not taken into account and are not found in a low SES plan. And finally, it is my view that the basis of the public education system, free, compulsory and secular, needs to be looked at. I'm not sure that a public system is in fact public if we're saying to people, despite the fact that we fight on beaches overseas and in our political systems for various freedoms and various rights, such as the right to a freedom of religion, I don't know that it's a public system. We say, yes, it's public, yes, you can come through this door, anyone can, but at the same time we say, you cannot learn for an hour a day or whatever it is you want, your particular secular religion. I don't see the reason why we should be afraid of that. I cannot see why we can't accommodate that. I can't see why a public school system can't in fact service the public in both an essential curriculum, that is, teaching those matters which the society regards as essential for the health and well-being of a liberal democracy, as well as meeting the individual needs, including the religious needs, of students, no matter where they come from. For me today to be speaking to you is a great honour. It gives me a chance to say to young people, I respect what you're doing, I respect where you're going, I respect your choice to service other people, and I know that the content and the skills that you have taken now from this university in your studies will meet you and your students' needs very well. I'm also saying to you and your friends and anyone else that wants to listen that you've learned other things as well. You've learned the value of evidence. You've learned the value of analysing it. You've learned the value of listening to, hearing and assessing contending argument. I ask you to take your place not just as teachers within the profession, but also your place within the citizenry to place pressure on the entirety of the polity so that whatever comes out of this current debate on public-private, it's something that serves the common good. Thank you.
Thanks very much. I'd like to thank Mr. Davey for his very challenging words. I'm sure it's given all of us a great deal to think about. I now have great pleasure in inviting Shannon O'Dwyer, who's a Bachelor of Teaching, Bachelor of Arts with Honours and University Medal, to speak on behalf of the graduates.
Chancellor, Vice-Chancellor, members of the Council, staff of the University, family and friends of graduates and graduates. For many of us, it has been a few months since we strolled the paths of our spacious eucalyptus-filled university, but here we are again in the Great Hall, home of exams and ceremonies. And perhaps you'll agree that walking across this stage, offering the right hand while simultaneously tipping your hat, has proved just as nerve-wracking as any 3-hour exam in this hall. From the outset, you may be relieved to know that I currently teach Year 2, so I've become accustomed to speaking for fewer than 5 minutes at any one time before moving on to a song or a game. While I'll spare you the Simon Says hands on heads theatrics, I do promise to keep this speech short. As this ceremony recognises the achievements of graduates, it is my role to provide some insight into the experiences of education students and to capture and affirm some of our aspirations for the future. Universities are institutions of opportunity. At universities, students have opportunities to discover, criticise and apply knowledge. Students have opportunities to gain skills which establish and further careers. Most importantly, students have opportunities to understand, assess and therefore influence society for the better. Recognising that 31% of Australians hold tertiary qualifications, compared with around 6% of people in Central America and just 3% of our neighbours in Indonesia, we are certainly privileged to have received a first-class university education. We've had access to expert lecturers, vast amounts of literature and technology, and to a community of similarly minded students. But it is in graduating that each one of us may feel proud that through time, commitment and hard work, we have truly embraced the opportunities provided here. I'd like to tell you about a few of the opportunities I've been given over the last 4 years, which will be very similar to your own. As education students, we completed practical placements to complement our theoretical learning. These are the experiences which will live long in my memory. I taught in a demonstration school where every classroom showed signs of the latest educational theory, and teachers nurtured their prac students just as much as the children themselves. I taught at an independent school where the teachers and children were entirely similar to those in public schools. Hardly surprising. However, the parents were able to afford wonderful presents for the prac student. Quite a boon, really. I received a scholarship to teach in China, where tiny communist children sat silent and still, mesmerised by my every word, as we all shivered in -20-degree temperatures without heating. I battled language barriers and bouts of food poisoning to discover a country of ancient culture and fascinating politics. And I taught at a high school in Western New South Wales, where the students' use of expletives certainly expanded my middle-class vocabulary. The community of young and dedicated teachers was both welcoming and inspiring. And so we close this chapter of university and look to the future. For inspiration, I've turned to one of the most talented and certainly accessible writers of our time, Dr. Seuss. His clever phonetic writing has taught millions of children to read and to love reading. His words may resonate with us today. You're on your own now, and you know what you know, and you are the guide who'll decide where to go. You have brains in your head, you have feet in your shoes. You can steer yourself in any direction you choose. Out there things can happen, and frequently do, to people as brainy and footsy as you. He also writes, except when they don't, because sometimes they won't. I'm sorry to say so, but sadly it's true, that bang-ups and hang-ups can happen to you. You can get all hung up in a prickly perch. Your gang will fly on. You'll be left in the lurch. Inevitably, the future holds difficult times, times when our knowledge and skills will seem inadequate or our career unrewarding. For example, a dialogue in my Year 2 classroom recently began with, "Don't draw on the wall, please." No reaction. "Please don't draw on the wall." No reaction. My mind returned to a behaviour management subject. Aha, some choice theory. I began again. "Are you choosing some time out?" I received a withering look, followed by, "No, I'm choosing to draw on the wall. Duh." Thanks for nothing, Mr. Glasser. However, our time at university has armed us with skills of critical reflection and professionalism. Combined with perseverance and a willingness to continue learning and improving, these times too will pass. Today we recognise that we have not achieved our degrees alone. On behalf of all the graduates, I extend sincere thanks to our families and friends. Your kind words, encouraging phone calls, countless meals, and belief in our abilities have been invaluable. We apologise to the university for overdue library books, unnecessary emails to patient tutors, and for yawning in lectures. It wasn't the lecture, it was last night's assignment, honestly. Finally, I would like to acknowledge those graduates for whom university came second. These are the students who made time to attain a university education amidst raising a family, juggling a full-time job, or supporting a relative. It has been a privilege to learn with and from you. To all graduates, congratulations on your achievements. I wish you great success and happiness in your careers. Our futures are waiting. Let's get on our way. Thank you.
Well, thank you very much, Shannon. I'm sure everyone will agree that inspiring young women like Shannon bring us all hope for the future. I'd like to thank her particularly for reminding us of Dr. Seuss, and I shall go back and read again. That brings to an end the ceremony today. We really thank you for coming and enjoying it with us. I'm sure you have. And we would invite you at the conclusion of the ceremony to perhaps mingle outside, obviously, for photos. And I know that the Vice-Chancellor and the Deputy Chancellor and myself and senior members of the Council and officers and academic staff will want to meet as many of you as possible. And when that's concluded, by all means, make your way down to the Brennan Room where refreshments will be served. Thank you for being with us today.